Mm-mm. Yo, what up, though? If you walking around your house right now, sit your tail down. Sit your tail down right now. If you walk around your crib like, all right, I got a couple more minutes. No, you don't. You don't got no more time. What up, though? Let's go. Somebody said ready to soak up some game. I need to see where everybody from, though. Where everybody from? Put in the chat where you from right now. Where you from? Where you at? Somebody said, is this live? What you think? Do I look like I'm live? Do I look like I'm recorded right now? What you think, man? Davis said, Jarrell Davis, the Chief Executive Officer, Government Contracting Firm. That's a long title, Mr. Davis. What up, though? Vegas. What's up, Vegas? Virginia Beach, 2 up, 2 down. Louisville, Hawaii. It's this in Hawaii, right? I don't think y'all make the noise. I don't know why I'm making that noise. Ohio, what up? B More. You from over west? You from over east? Where you from, B More? NYC. Detroit, 313. Oh, Detroit in here. Hold up. Hold on. Hey, y'all, Detroit in here. Tuck your chain, yo. Detroit in the building. 313 in the building. Tuck your chain. San Antonio, what up, though? Come on, you know, DC up in here. Charleston, Cali, ATL, Shorty. DC, North Lauderdale. What's the difference between North and South Lauderdale? J Matt from Georgia, what up, though? Arizona, ATL. Wait. Baltimore, we here. Let's get it. Dirty Jersey in the building. I already got my chain tucked in. Dirty Jersey. I already got my chain tucked in. My chain already tucked in. Yo, we straight there. Waco, Texas. Woo. Boston, Chi-Town. Man, look. We in here, yo. Residing in Detroit from Toledo. Now, Marcus, why you put all that? You hear me? Why you put all that? Hey, yo, we gonna have fun tonight. I ain't got nothing but love for everybody in here. But whatever you've heard and whatever you've been through and whatever research you've done, trust me, this ain't that. I ain't the typical person talking about some government contracting and I'm all corporate and boring. This ain't gonna be that. You know what I mean? If you got some family members that's in the living room with you, tell them sit their butts down too, put their phones on silent. You know what time it is, because we all the way live. Phoenix, DC, Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte, Oxnard, Houston, 757 Bad News DMV. What is that? Piccadilly, Springfield. I ain't never heard of it. I ain't going. Georgia, baby. Them glasses hard body. I appreciate it. I can't see. They prescription too, you feel me? VA, Portland. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've never met nobody from Portland. He be like, yo, where you from? It's good to see you. They ain't never told me I'm from Portland. What up, Jay White? What up, though? Look, we're gonna have fun, yo. We're gonna have a good time. Everybody be a student first. Cause you in here, be a student first. You can do everything else later on, but be a student first. Because you're in the federal code. You see that? Hold up. It's the code. We only live by one. Come on, yo. We got a ball. Look. We got a ball. North Baltimore, Hagerstown. You ain't from Baltimore if you're from Hagerstown. Richmond, what up, 804? I see you. You got jokes all day. Love the energy. Appreciate it. Hey, man, Detroit, my birthplace. It ain't that bad. Nah, it ain't bad. I just tucked my chain in. All right, yo, let's get it. Throw some of them lights out. All right, let's go. At the end of the day, you here for a reason. Be a student first. We got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that means we're going to listen twice as much as we talk. You got something to say, put it in the chat, and we're going to vibe. We're going to vibe out, man. Houston, what up, though? London in the building. Ooh, London. We still cars and your girl, not chains. Yo, that was funny. That was funny, yo. I hear you, brother. Eat it true. Let go. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. We ain't got no time to waste. Here we go. This is what we on. I got a whole thing for you. Be patient. Check this out. Stay to the end, though, because at the end, I'm going to do a Q&A. And I know you're going to have questions. Everybody and their mama always got questions for your boy, and I'm cool with that. So stay to the end, and we're going to get the Q&A popping. If y'all ready, put a 1 in the chat. If you ready, just let me see a bunch of 1s in the chat. I see where everybody from, but it's already 8:03. You feel me? And if you ready, just let me see some 1s. Put a 1 in the chat, and we're going to go. We're going to go. What up, Jay? What up, though? Fort Worth, they still putting where they from. If you ready, let me see them 1s, yo. We gone. All right, here we go. Let's go. We ain't got to play with them. We ain't got to play with them no more. Yo, it's the federal code, how to build wealth from government contracts without doing the work, even if you don't have any certifications or experience. Look, so check this out. I'm going to get real detailed and I'm going to get intricate. I just want everybody to understand this is what I do. Oh, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for y'all. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Let's get it. My reason for holding this webinar. Hold up. Let me do this first, too. Let me do this. I don't like to read. And I know it's a whole bunch of readers and different learners in here. I only got the slides for y'all. That 2%, that 3% that like to read, this is only for you. Because the other 80, 90%, they like me. They just want to listen to it and get right to it. So I did the slides for y'all readers. So hopefully y'all can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? All right. My reason for holding this webinar, I decided to hold this webinar because people are always hitting me up. Yo, Jay White, can you tell me the easiest, which that word is super relative. That word easiest is relative, and quickest way to make residual income from federal government contract. So who is this webinar for? It's for everybody. Let me make sure y'all hear me. It's for everybody. ERR. It's for everybody. Straight up. If you heard about it or interested in building residual income via government contracting, but unsure if it's for you and want to know more, this webinar is for you. Put this in the chat. ERR. Because it's for everybody. Let me get corporate real quick. Everybody. It's for everybody. Let's keep it moving. Maybe you stuck in your 9 to 5, which is cool. I don't really want to call it stuck, but maybe you there, aka the rat race, and you want a recession-proof income while you working for yourself. This for you. Maybe you've been following me for a while and you've seen the success from all my students. This for you. Maybe you have cash flow issue in your personal life and business. This for you. Trust me, I got you. You're in the right place at the right time. It is entirely possible for you to create generational wealth, support yourself and your family as a government contractor. Now, check this out. I ain't hopped up on millions, and you're going to learn that as I go through this whole presentation that I set up for you. I don't care about millions. I care about the fact that you can be comfortable, right? And that word comfortable is relative as well. But I know the word comfortable for you could mean an extra this, an extra that, or it could mean millions. So I ain't hopped up on that word millions. Even if you have no government experience, no qualifications, you don't feel smart, because there's people out there that just be like, yo, I don't think I can do this, but you can. Anybody can do this. I got you back. I'm going to teach you how to secure federal government contracts in a really easy way. And that word easy is what? It's relative, by showing you the exact way I've done it over the past 15 years to make 7 figures while working online. Now, again, I ain't hopped up on 7 figures, 6 figures, 5. I really don't care about none of that. This is a process, and this is a system, and this is a customer, aka the federal government, that a lot of people have not tapped into. So this is what we're doing. Here's a sneak peek at the 3 contracts of my own, and I'm gonna show you how you get them just like this. This is my contract, grease traps, yo. This is my first one. The contract valued was at over $309,000. over $309,000. And I got paid for not doing nothing. I was getting $125 a month. I'm going to explain that one real quick too. Here's my contract number 2 for laundry. It was worth over $1.5 million. $1.5 million for clothes. Okay, I'll just make sure you seen that. I ain't never seen these bed sheets in my life. It's bed sheets, it's pillowcases, it's that fitted sheet that people don't know how to fold. I ain't never seen it. I'm gonna definitely get into that. And this last example, porta potties and hand washing stations is worth over $167,000 for the past 3 years. Porta potties and hand washing stations, ladies and gentlemen. It's contracts like these and beyond that we're going to go over. That's crazy. If you don't know about this, I got you. I'm going to take you behind the scenes of how I secured these contracts. If you stick around, I already told you stick to the end because I told you what we're going to do. We're going to do a big Q&A. You got questions, I got answers. Basically, learning this skill is a recipe. And if you follow the recipe, there's a very good chance you can get the same results. Now, peep game, if I ain't putting no oregano in my recipe, don't take my recipe, put oregano in it, and be like, Jay White, it don't taste the same. That's because you added oregano, shorty, and I don't put oregano in my recipe. Follow it to a T. 2 ears and 1 mouth. Yo, I don't even know what oregano tastes like, but I ain't using it in my recipe. So before we go any further, for those of you who are very new, let me quickly explain what a federal government contract is, right? Basically, a federal government contract is the U.S. government asking for products and services to be procured by us as small businesses. And before you say, but I thought you didn't have to do any of the work or supply, because you know somebody's saying that. But Jay White, I thought you had to do none of the work. You don't. The middleman strategy and or middlewoman strategy explained. The same strategy I use to secure over 42 current contracts right now to this day and get paid multiple 7 figures by not doing any of the work. Now listen, I'm going to make this process sound easy because it absolutely is. But you got to remember, I've been doing this since 2008 as well. So I'm going to make it sound like what it is, because after you go through this training and beyond, you're going to have the same type of verbiage that I have. Easy, that verbiage. The government has a job and or a requirement. There are thousands of businesses out there that can be contracted to do the work for you. You're simply the middleman and or middlewoman that links the two. You're the bridge, and you get paid by putting your money on top of theirs. In 2017, the government required me to procure 18.4 million masks. And of course I did it. I don't have masks though. I don't make them, but of course I did it. So all I had to do was just find a manufacturer who could make the mask or supply the mask for me. I put my money on top. What's that called? The middleman and or middlewoman strategy. That was 2017. I'm going to give y'all the breakdown on those numbers too. Sounds simple, right? That's because it is. I ain't going to make it no harder than what it is. And I know y'all been hearing people say, it's difficult. You got to do this. You got to do that. Run away. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to prove it to you that every single person here today can do these exact 3 things. Find a pool of profitable contracts, a pool of them within seconds. Find a match to the best subcontractors to do the work. Remember, you're simply the middleman and or middlewoman. Spoiler alert. That's how you get paid. I can't wait to show y'all. Writing a winning proposal and submit your bid to the government with confidence, because a lot of people lack that. So let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O. No, I'm messing with you. My name is Jay White, first name, last name, federal government contract expert, speaker, online coach, mentor, and of course I'm a pops, yo. I got my bambinos, I got my kids just like everybody else do. I enjoy government contracting, but it is not my passion. Hear me. It is not my passion. I enjoy it because I make a lot of money, but more importantly, now I'm able to teach this skill set to whoever is willing to listen to create the same lifestyle that I've created. That's why I enjoy it. It's becoming quickly my new passion. Easy. But I figured, look, before I started, look at my lifestyle. I'm with the crew. I be eating pizza off of iron. I ain't have no beard. You know what I'm saying? I got discharged out the Coast Guard for doing something I shouldn't have done. I was working at the gas station, living at my mama's house. I still was happy. I still was content. I still was good, but I wasn't living a profitable lifestyle. I tried everything. Real estate back then. I tried everything. Look at that Nextel. If you this old with the Nextel, oh my gosh, we was, I thought I was doing it. I couldn't even afford that phone. I had a cell phone plan, and my cell phone had, the actual cell phone had a plan on payment. I couldn't even afford it. I was in the same situation that some people are in right now. Trust me. If you've ever felt that way, if you've ever felt like you need to get your back off the wall, if you ever felt like, yo, there got to be a little bit more to life than what I'm doing, check this out. It ain't your fault. You don't know what you don't know. This skill set wasn't taught to any of us. We are not offered how to make money via government, and more specifically, federal government contracting in classes or school. We're not taught that. Once I learned that skill set back in 2008, it changed everything. I got a low IQ level. That's not how smart you are. That's your I quit level. Your boy do not quit. I don't know how. When I started winning my first contract, of course I took my mom to Sizzlers. I ain't escaped my job at the gas station. I just bounced. Hear me. I ain't escaped nothing. I just bounced. I just got up out of there. It's pointless. What am I working there for? I started to understand what flexibility means. I started to understand what owning my own time meant. I could support my family. I could pay my bills with no problem. I legit created a lifestyle that a lot of people dream about. But more importantly, I wasn't worried about millions. I was comfortable. I was creating a comfortable lifestyle for myself. Obviously, it goes without saying, having this level of financial success has been amazing. Learning how to master federal government contracting has allowed me to live a lifestyle of complete freedom. Of course, I'm tapped in with the big homie Ross. Of course, I've been on TV shows. I am a TED Talk speaker. I've done so many things off the back of being successful in federal government contracting. It's been amazing. I have the freedom to wake up every day and do whatever it is that I want. More importantly, providing back and giving back to my community. There go my youngin right there, my son King, my daughter Rain, taking selfies and whatnot. And that last picture right here, that was me doing a haircut drive in the A-League community in Houston. That was dope. So if you're ready, get your pen and paper out. Of course, I had to go over a little bit of who your host was. Jay White, first name, last name. I can't teach about something if you don't know a little bit about who I am and where I come from. I'm still a dude that I barely graduated high school with a 1.9 GPA. But guess what? I still got my PhD, yo. I still got my public high school diploma. Some of y'all educated individuals, y'all will catch that later on. Let's go. Let's get into it, man. Today's agenda. How can you open up your laptop or phone right away and find federal government contract opportunities quickly? There's a very specific way that I go over, yo. Then I'm going to show you the key steps you need to take in order to find the best subcontractors, because that's who do the work for us. Now, the difference between someone who makes $10,000 and $50,000 per year with federal government contracts and someone who makes $1 million plus is mastering the process. Watch, rinse, repeat, and do it over and over again. So I'm going to show you a very particular website on how you get to this contract. So hold on real quick. Even before I go to this, I'm going to go to this slide, and then I'm going to show y'all what I mean real quick. I'm going to show you how to set up and forget multiple contracts, which create yearly passive income. Last but not least, I'm going to show you how to manage your contracts, because remember, if we're doing a middleman or middlewoman strategy, we got to understand how to manage these contracts from wherever we are, because there's a federal facility where in all 50 states. So the federal government allows us to operate where? Anywhere. That's the key. Anywhere. Not in your backyard. I don't care what's happening in the government contracts in your backyard. I care what's happening everywhere. if you're looking for some kind of get-rich-quick scheme, this ain't for you. Let me say it again. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick, I need a contract tomorrow. I need $1 million contract tomorrow, Jay White. Deuces. This ain't for you, yo. That's just what it is. This ain't for you. Even though it took me 3 years to get my first contract, even though it took me that, only because I was fresh out the box, I don't like to read, I don't got a lot of patience, plus my learning curve was extremely different back in 2008. Then it took me 2 months to get my second contract, $7,000 a month profit to me for the next 4 years. It's not going to take you 3 years. I already went through the bumps and bruises. I condensed my time frames. I condensed all of that. I'm going to help you condense your time frames, because if I went through all the bumps and bruises that it took to get here today, my self-doubts, my woe is me moments, et cetera, of course I created a system where you ain't got to go through none of that. But don't put no oregano on my recipe. You hear me? However, if you're not willing to put in the work and time to see it through, aka your results, this not for you neither. All right, so if you're still with me, after all that, let's dive into it and get to work. I got some screen sharing for you. And the total is probably going to take me like 30 minutes. I'm probably going to actually go a little faster than that, because it ain't going to take me 30 minutes. So please make sure you're paying attention. I talk fast. If you already noticed, I'm all gas, no brakes. And if you think I'm talking slow or fast, that means you listening slow. If I'm talking too fast and you can't keep up, that means you listening slow. That's it. Y'all ready? Let's go. There are like 3 major phases in this here thing. 3 major phases. Phase 1, finding the best contracts, aka solicitation. Finding a pool of profitable contracts. Number 2, matchmaking, aka being the middleman and or middlewoman. Then number 3, the winning proposal. You got to understand how to write the proposal to submit with confidence. Number phase 1. Don't nobody say that. Y'all heard what I said? I said number phase 1. Phase 1, finding the best contract. Underneath the search tab in SAM.gov, you're going to find at least 96,000 contract opportunities. Here's a tip. Don't get stuck on what you know. AKA, most people be like, oh, I know how to do lawn care. I know how to do IT. So what? Who cares what you know? The mindset isn't about what you know. The mindset is, can you manage the contract and or can you manage the company that's going to do the work on your contract? And the answer is always yes. My bad. The answer is always hell yeah. That's what the answer truly is. All right, let me show you real quick. Let me do a couple of screen share and bear with me. I'm going to make sure I get it right. All right, hold up. Let me hit this button. Let me hit this. Let me hit this. I look like that. I look like this. Okay, boom. If you can see my screen, let me know you can see my screen. Put a 1 in the chat. If you look at these results right here, look at these results. 4.5 million results on SAM.gov. As you can see, I'm on SAM.gov. This is SAM.gov. You're going to go here every single day and look for contract opportunities that are available to you. Every single day. This is why there's no competition. Look at this one right here. IDIQ, which stands for indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity of environmental laboratory services. This is crazy. I might actually work on this one. This is with the Department of Defense and the Department of Navy. They're both working on this service-based solicitation at the same time. Oh my goodness, I might work on this one right here. This is what we call a service-based solicitation. And this is one of the opportunities out of the 4.5 million results. I don't think you heard me. Out of the 4.5 million results on SAM.gov. Now, I know I say I talk fast, but I am going to start slowing down because I need you to understand what it is that I just screen shared. That is SAM.gov, and that's where all your federal government contracting opportunities are. There are other databases where the government contract opportunities are. But if I can teach you how to navigate SAM.gov, where all the other websites pull from anyway, we're going to rock with SAM.gov. You feel me? And it ain't no other one to deal with. Let me get back into it. Understanding that it's always going to be at least 96,000 contract opportunities a day. That means what for you? There is no competition. None. Hold on, let me say it again. It ain't no competition. It can't get saturated. Can't nobody say it's too many people doing this business. You know why? Because there's always a lot of people doing this business. That's why the federal government always has so many opportunities for everything. What's that? Everything. ERR. All right. Number two, once you got a contract, aka a solicitation, now you need to find a subcontractor to do the work. How do you do this? You go through Google. Now, let me show you, but do I really need to show you how to Google search a company that you need to find to do the work for you? Of course not. You Google stuff all the time. If your roof caved through right now, and if your plumbing burst, if your pipes burst, what you gonna Google? A roofer. What else you gonna Google? A plumber. So you always gonna use Google database because you ain't using your best friend. You ain't using your cousin in them. Why? Because you want to be looked at as a boss, right? Your friends and your cousin and them not looking at you as a boss. But guess what? Somebody don't know you and you calling them up out the blue and say, hey, can you do this work? Guess what you looked at? You viewed at how you view yourself. And at that moment, you're going to be a boss because I'm going to teach you that. All right. One of the things that you got to help the subcontractor understand is what's called the scope of work. This is where people start to get a little nervous. Let me put your mind at ease. The government has what's called the scope of work, which literally gives you all the requirements for what the job is asking for, aka what's the expectation. All you do is pass that on to the subcontractor. Even if you don't know what the job is, your job is to articulate it because the federal government has already written out what the expectation is. That is what's called the middleman strategy, simply put, and it's just matchmaking. Here's a quick example for you. If the federal government is asking for your grass to be cut, they want their grass to be cut, 1.2 acres of grass. You're going to go to Google, find a company that can cut 1.2 acres of grass. You're going to find the scope of work, aka the expectation, and you're going to articulate the expectation to the subcontractor to do what? The work. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. You see, that's all common sense. That's all common sense. Let's go. Then, based off of that, based off the expectation, they're going to give you a quote. Now, even though people are introverted, which I freaking hate that word. I'm an introvert, Jay White, but I'm an introvert. So what? Because all of you have done this in the past. All of you can do this. All of you can relay what the scope of work is to the subcontractor. And if they can't fulfill the job, you just find somebody else. I already went over the example, but let me go a little bit deeper. So now you've already articulated that you want this subcontractor to cut 1.2 acres of grass. And let's say you are a little introvert, but they can't see you over the phone, yo. They can't see you over the email. So guess what? Be brave. Put your big girl and big boy drawers on and or panties. Put them joints on because you got people counting on you that you don't even know. Now, here's the part where you can have a little confidence. Because if you look at your bank account right now and you ain't satisfied, you are no longer an introvert. You own up, yo. You can email it so you can move on through the process. All right. After you do that, now guess what it's time to do? It's time to write that winning proposal. You do not have to create a proposal letter. I repeat, you do not have to create a proposal letter. Why? Because the government, aka the federal government, and let me say this real quick. I only speak from the federal level, ladies and gentlemen. Only. I do not come from the state level. I do not come from the local level. I only speak from the federal level. Because if all the money come from Big Daddy itself, aka the federal government, why am I fooling with the other things like the local and the state? I jumped out the window with the federal because there's less red tape there. All right. The federal government will outline everything that you need to create in a proposal, even the documents you need to get from the subcontractor to submit. I told you the process is simple. So here's what I mean by that quick little verbiage that clearly you can tell I messed up on. I don't care. I messed up on it, but here's the thing. I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back real quick. If the federal government is telling you exactly what you need to submit for a proposal, you don't need a proposal writer. Boom, I just blew your mind. Because if they're telling you need certain documents, where you getting those documents from? Come on, put it in the chat or say it with me. If they're telling you need certain documents and you articulating the scope of work to the subcontractor, who are you requesting these certain documents from? Come on, man. I can't make it more sense than that. I can't. I already know I can't. Phase 3, we still in that. Wash, rinse, repeat. Submit your bid and win. Now, I'm going to continue to keep it 100 with you. Listen to me. I'm going to continue to keep it 100 with you. I know in my fancy PDF, my fancy slide, it says submit your bid and win. But what if you don't win? So what? Submit your proposal and keep it pushing. Put that in your notes. Scratch out submit your bid and win and put submit your proposal and keep it pushing. Here we go. Let me explain how to manage your contracts in a way that's easy and organized. And that word easy is super relative. Also, what a day in the life of a government contractor looks like. No, it's not going to take you 9 hours a day. Here's a quick little thing. When you submit your proposal and you keep it pushing, guess what you can do? You can wash, rinse, repeat that process. Typically, throughout a day of me searching for SAM.gov, me making a couple phone calls for quotes, me submitting my proposal, throughout a day, that whole process right there that I just named may take me 2 or 3 days. Out of those 2 or 3 days, I'm probably working an hour or an hour and a half a day. Oh, I can't wait till we get to the Q&A. I can't wait till we get to the Q&A. I can't wait. I already know it. I can't wait till we get to that Q&A. So we've just gone through the 3 key phases to winning and understand the process of multiple federal government contracts that will bring you in residual income for years to come. Finding the best contracts. I already went through SAM.gov, right? That's where you're going to go. Phase number 2, matchmaking, finding somebody to do the work for you. Phase 3, the winning proposal. Submit your proposal with confidence and keep it pushing. Hopefully you put that keep it pushing in your notes. Look, check this out. If you feel confident enough, take that information and go off and be great. I'm going to pat you on the back right now. I got big, strong hand. I'm going to pat you on the back like that and run with it. Because at the end of the day, if I can help somebody get to their next level, that's what it's for. If I can help you get to your next level because you already got some knowledge and or experience, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. So take that and run with what you got. But understand this too, though. Peep game. Before I knew how to build wealth, how to create an abundance and build a business, I did not understand the importance of investing in a coach. I still, with federal government contracting, do not have one. I'm all self-taught. I was the type of person who thought I could do this all on my own. And by doing it on my own, I thought I was actually saving money. But guess what I was doing? Here's the $1 million question. It took me 3 years, yo. Let me do it like this. Because I wanted to do it all by myself. It took me 3 years from 2008 to 2011. I didn't win my first contract until 2011. Now, some people can't go without money for 2 weeks. Some of y'all can't go without it. If you worked your job and when that 2-week period ended or that 1st and the 15th come around and you ain't getting paid, you pissed, yo. You pissed. You like, yo, I'm quitting. I'm writing an email. You know, a lot of y'all Twitter fingers like, I don't know what. Y'all love to write an email. Trust me, I know. We've received tons of them. Y'all love to write an email, right? So if you can't go 3 years and understanding you can't even go 2 weeks, you got to look at what I'm talking about right now. You got to understand what I'm talking about. Investing in a coach is what it is. The bottom line is you can't skip the process. You got to understand what the process looks like. If you want to become a doctor, don't you got to go to med school? If you want to build wealth through federal government contracts, you got to learn the recipe, man. Point blank, period. Ain't nothing else to say. So I'm offering you a shortened learning curve. It ain't 3 years for you. It's a few weeks. And I'm going to go over a few of that with you, that opportunity with you. I told y'all to stay clear. Here we go. The federal code, the ultimate federal government contracting course and coaching program designed to equip you, give you the skill set. Now check this out. It ain't going to be for everybody. It ain't going to be for ERR. It ain't going to be for everybody. It's going to be a select few to be like, yo, check this out. I'm ready. I want to be a part of the federal code family. And we're going to welcome you with arms. Together, we're going to start at the very beginning and go through the entire process. This was in my course. The foundations, the rules, working without a business license, tax write-offs, business credit, understanding what NICS codes look like. I will walk you through the ins and outs of tax write-off, business credit, as well as different codes that you need. Once you've completed these modules, this is 1 through 4. You have created your own company, registered, and you're ready to go. A lot of people don't even know how to do that. Modules 5 and 6, navigating SAM.gov, finding the right types of subcontractors, how to talk to subcontractors, what to include, what information to give, and what to keep. That's in module 5 and 6, the bidding formula as well. Once you know this, we're going to use it to bid on your proposals. Specific type of contracts that will be easy. That word is relative, right? And make you lots of money. Once you have the list of contracts, we're going to dive into module 6, which contains the bidding formula, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Here's some examples I'm going to teach you. Finding the best contractors. The question you must ask on the phone at first. A lot of people don't even know how to talk on the phone. I know there's a lot of corporate people up here that think they know how to talk on the phone until you talk about something that you don't know what you're talking about. I got you. I go through that heavy in module 6. In module 7, we got to go over how to write your proposal, how to submit your proposal, proposal outlines, examples, and I do not have templates. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a mind blower for people. I do not have templates in my course. Why? Because you do not need templates. Every solicitation, every contract is extremely different. Each one of them. So you do not need modules. I don't provide them because I don't want people to be like this. What's this? What am I doing? A freaking robot. I ain't creating robots. I'm creating individuals that own their own business that can think critically for themselves in my course. Straight up. Pricing and how to follow up. I'll show you which website I continue to use. I'll give you the proposal, no template, the proposal formula. I don't do templates. And I'll even walk you through the pricing sheet and how to follow up after you submit, because that's very, very important. Module 8, how to win the contract and how to manage the contract. You do not need any technical skills whatsoever. All you need to do is watch my modules, duplicate what I'm saying. Remember, I don't use what in my recipe? Oregano. Click by click. Now, this is where things start to really get exciting, straight up and down. Of course, you want to know how you get paid. Jay White, how you get paid? I'll show you how to get paid. Scratch that word automatically. Y'all see that there? I was moving too fast. You know, I got Twitter fingers sometimes too. Scratch that word automatically because you got to submit the invoice first. So it's not automatic. I'm going to teach you how the invoicing works, setting up your pay systems as well. Remember that contracts that's worth $1.5 million. Y'all remember that? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how that's done too. But understand, you do not get paid automatically. I'm going back over my own typos. It's cool, right? I'm human. We make mistakes, but I like pointing out my mistakes so I can correct them. You do not get paid automatically. What you have to do is invoice the federal government first. Your subcontractor does the work. You invoice the federal government. The federal government pays you because you wear an equation in the middle, and then we pay our subcontractor. But here's the real kicker. In my course with all my people, hold on, let me make sure I'm good. Here we go. In my course with all my people, I do a weekly Zoom call every Wednesday. In my course, because you have it, you also get 4 coaching calls, 4 of them. You can ask me any questions. You can't find an answer, I got you. And I keep you up to date with all the changes. Peep game. You don't have to buy a new course. As the things change within the federal government, and because you got the course, we just update it for you. Real time. Leads on contracts, big money, and I help you be accountable. That's the biggest thing. Every single week you'll have access to me. Every single week, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a group Zoom call. I got one tomorrow. We be locked in. But then you got those 4 coaching calls too. Then you also part of the Facebook family too. I also have other avenues and platforms because of course just ain't it no more. That ain't what it is, yo. You have to create platforms where people build their confidence, build a sense of community, right? And also have access to the teacher. Come on now, I know we got going on. I'll support you the entire way, right? You got your course for the lifetime. This ain't one of those joints where you, hey, JY, you got access for 20 minutes. You got access for 3 months. Nah, stay with me. Because at the end, I'm going to go over this Q&A. You got access for the lifetime of the course. And we're going to keep updating it real time. Save yourself the time and headaches of trying to do it all on your own, yo. Don't get confused on Google. Of course, you're not going to get confused on Google with all that noise and confusing, unnecessary jargon. Doing it alone, I can guarantee you'll have crazy questions that you're going to drum up on your own, and it's just going to set you back. Every day that you don't have a contract making money, you losing it. This ain't one of them opportunities. Peep game. This ain't one of them opportunities where you got to put so much in, still buy some information, and then hope and wish. And I'm going to explain that in a few minutes too. We will help you understand the process and get your first contract through all these accountability platforms. Then you'll have access to the community, like I already told you, to watch, rinse, repeat. Just like my students. I'm over 4,500 students. My community is growing. I came out with the course 2 years ago, and we already at over 4,500 students. We already there. Here's a couple more testimonials. Every time I go live, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you a couple of videos of these testimonials. Just peep game and listen to what's happening. Check this out. All right, here we go. We don't need no technical difficulties. Let me hit play. Let me pause. Let me play. Let's go.
Contract.
But 4 days before putting in that proposal, I for 2-3 days, I was feeling bad for myself. I was like, maybe this ain't for me. I ain't winning this. I was in a slump. I was like really contemplating on not even sending it in. At the last minute, Jason said, hey, what's the worst they can tell you? You got it or you don't.
Throw out there the value of your contract.
$2.1 million.
We taking money right now. No certification. She working herself. She in her own head. She wasn't even going to submit it. She did something I didn't even do. 2.1 mil off the first one.
Like I keep saying, man, at this point, it's almost like what you waiting for. Yo, at this point, it's almost like what you waiting for. Y'all see the excitement in her face on her first one. Is that typical? Of course not. I don't even teach go after the $1 million contracts. First one valued at $2.1 million. What y'all didn't get a chance to hear her say is she a single mom of 3 kids. She got a job working, she got a part-time job, but she had just got fired for a full-time job. So she actually was working 2 jobs. That's what y'all didn't get to hear in that video. She copped the course, and those are her results. But that was the sense of the community. That's the biggest piece that I want to highlight, because you got access to me still. But I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Just admit that thing. Ain't nothing else to talk about, because that's what it means to watch, rinse, repeat. Man, I love that video. Fact 1. So today I've shown you where to find the best contracts that inject money into your bank account for years to come. Fact 2, you've seen that it's entirely possible to become highly successful and as a wealthy middleman and or middlewoman for the federal government contract without those stupid certifications and or without no government experience. And you've also seen you can follow step-by-step the proven process to build generational wealth through federal government contracting, not right now, not tomorrow, but right now. So if you're ready to get started, class is already underway. You ain't even know. And your first set of lessons already waiting for you in your private portal. All you got to do is just get started. Your only job is to watch the modules, follow along with me as I walk you through, because it's me. It's me continuing to be there. You're going to continue to hear my voice. By the time you completed the federal code course, you will have mastered the process: search, submit, and win. Federal government contracts is the middleman and or middlewoman, so you can live the lifestyle that you want to. Work smarter, not harder, man. That's everybody's goal. So what about the price? Here we go. Jay White, what we talking about? How much you charging me, yo? If you don't already follow the blueprint on how much money, how much time and money it costs, lifetime access to the federal code typically is $2,997 at thefederalcode.com. If that sounds expensive, keep in mind it could cost you years. The federal code will teach you all of this. But peep game, the fact that you're still here watching this means you're actually serious about your success. So here's what I'm gonna do, yo. I'm gonna take off $1,000. I'm gonna take off $1,000. Hold up. I'm gonna take off a G. If this lady, for her first contract, is valued at $2.1 million, and y'all want to know how much she made off of that $2.1 million? Of course you do. But if her first one is valued at that, and I'm taking off $1,000 of the course, so obviously the course is now what? $19.97. You just saw the formula. You just saw what she did as a single mom of 3 kids. So would you invest $19.97 to acquire those same results? Now, with that being said, your discount is only good. I'm only doing this for 24 hours. Why? Because decisiveness is a trait shared by all these individuals. Indecisiveness and decisiveness, right? Simply put, you get the best deals when you can act right now. When you act right now, when you sure, when you decisive in your decision, that's when the success comes. That's when it comes. You won't win while sitting on the fence, yo. I don't know nobody that teeter-totter. I think so. So that's why I'm only doing it for 24 hours. Your $1,000 discount is only good for 24 hours. And we're going to start rolling in a few seconds. So let me tell you how to get started. Click on the link that I'm sharing right now. Click that link that I'm sharing right now. Fill out the registration form and hit submit. You'll be sent an email with your account logins for lifetime access to the course. Join me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Join the federal code community ASAP, and we're going to get it popping. And let's not forget, I'll be with you every step of the way, because you got the weekly Zoom calls for 3 months free. You got the private Facebook community for 3 months for free. You got the 4 coaching calls, unlimited. Use them whenever you got your time. Plus, when you join today, guess what I'm going to send you? I'm going to also send you my ebook, The 7 Steps to Build Residual Income through Federal Government Contracting. For those of you who prefer to read, I told you, I only did the slides for those readers out there. Jay White, I like to read. Okay, cool. I created an ebook to give you along with the course too. You're going to get that as well tonight, 24 hours. So to recap, when you join the federal code today, you're going to get all that. You're going to get all that. You're going to be a part of the community. You're going to rock with me. You're going to hear every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. what my students are already doing, over 4,500 of them, and it's growing. Guess what else I'm gonna throw out there? I got my own show now. It's called Wealth Wednesdays After Dark with Jay White. Guess who Wealth Wednesdays is associated with? Angela Yee. So now that I'm a part of that community and you join the federal code, guess what you're going to be a part of too? Come on, man. I already know it makes sense. I can't do nothing but make it make sense. Today, 24 hours, I'm taking that $1,000 off and it's $19.97. You know there's huge opportunities in federal government contracting. You already seen what it do. And let's be clear, the federal code going to show you exactly what it do. I'm ready to get into this Q&A. Now, I know some of you got questions, so I'm going to answer them. This is the part I want right here. Can I still work my 9 to 5 and successfully run this business? Hell yeah. How else you going to do it? I ain't one of the people that's be like, Jay White, can I do this job? I'm like, nah, quit your job. Man, we ain't on that. Get busy. Yes, you can do a 9 to 5 because I told you per day how many hours that I work. 1 hour, 1.5 hours. But guess what? If you got like 2-3 hours, then use those. And I'm going to show you how to maximize that too. Everybody asked me that question. Here's another question. With this, many people looking into government contracts, are there enough contracts to go around? Hell yeah. It's 96,000 contract opportunities. Not a month, not a week, but every day. ERR, every day. I'm not comfortable with writing proposals and or speaking on the phone. Can I actually do this? Of course. Listen, with my community, ain't no such thing as introvert. In my community, ain't no such thing as shy, etc., etc. We going in. I'm going to help you understand how to get comfortable because when you create your company, when you create your LLC, you are a boss, period. Does this work in any country and can I do this traveling? Check this out. There's a federal facility in all 50 states domestically. Can this work in any country? The answer is yes. You got to create your LLC US based and you have to get your subcontractors US based. Can you do this while traveling? I do this everywhere because you got your cell phone and or computer. So guess what you need? Wi-Fi. And you won't. So do I need any certifications? Man, did you hear what that lady said? I don't teach certifications. So the answer to the question, do I need any certifications? Hell no. You don't need any certifications. So I'm going to teach you how to do this process with no certifications. But then guess what else I'm going to teach you? How to leverage those certifications as well. That's the biggest piece. Can I claim the federal code program on my taxes? You are a business, and this is an educational platform. So consult your CPA, but the answer is yes. Do I keep the course forever? Yes, unlimited. It's yours, and we continue to update it as well. So as new things come out about federal government contracting, without paying nothing extra, without subscribing to this and that, you got the course. We just gonna update it for you. Ain't nothing to it. How long will it take me to win my first contract? Now check this out. I don't know you. I don't know you. So that means I don't know your I quit level. And I'm gonna say it again. That ain't how smart you are. That's your IQ, your I quit level. I don't know that. Life could punch you in the face, and then you can't get up, and then you're like, I'm gonna put government contracting on hold. So how long will it take me to win my first contract? That's up to you. That's up to your commitment. That's up to your consistency level, right? I'm going to continue to keep it 100 with you. How long will it take me to win my first contract? That's all based on you. But I'm gonna give you all the tools to be successful. I promised I'd keep this webinar short. Actually, I didn't. Actually, I did. But I answer all the questions inside the federal code and all the questions that I've been seeing and frequently get. But every Wednesday, be on my call at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you only get that if you inside the family and have the course. And I don't leave nobody behind. So if you're ready to change your financial trajectory as it relates to federal government contracting, Click the link below. And guess what? I'm going to meet you on the other side, straight up and down. Once you click the link, I'm going to go over it again. Fill out the registration. This for the people in the back. I need to go over it again. This for all my people in the back. You're going to be sent an email with your account logins and access to the course. Get stuck into the training. Stick to it. Easy to follow step by step. I'm going to see you tomorrow where we go over everything. And when it's time, you're going to wash, rinse, repeat. I promise you, the sky's the limit with this thing, yo. Real quick, let me say this. Again, this ain't like no Turo where you got to use your credit and buy a couple cars and then you got to buy this. This ain't the stock market where you buy a course. You still got to have $500, $1,000 to put into an E-Trade account and then educationally gamble your money away. This ain't that. There's little to no investment outside of purchasing the course, and you can get busy. I ain't listen. In 2008, I ain't had no money. I ain't had no business credit. I ain't had no personal credit, and I got busy. And that's what this is, and this is what I got for you. Yo, thank you so much for joining me. You could have been anywhere in the world. I'm looking forward to helping you start your journey, yo. And if you're excited, put a 2 in the chat. If you're ready to get started, don't even put a 2 in the chat. Go get registered in that link that I clicked, that I put in there right now. And I'm going to see you on the side, yo. Jay White, first name, last. Make sure you can. I'm going to talk back. Y'all have a great night, man. Peace. Appreciate y'all being here, yo. Appreciate y'all being here with your boy. I'm out of here. I see him in there going crazy. They like, let's get it. I'm ready. Let's go. They got the ones, they got the twos, they got the I'm already in. Ooh. They like, peace. I'm ready. All right, y'all. Y'all be cool. Have a great night.